Hello guys, we from Group 1 we will explain about the digital draft campaign with 4 topics, namely COVID-19 vacation information, business during a pandemic, donate during the pandemic, and tourism during a pandemic in India. Before that, please allow me to introduce the group members from Group 1, namely I am Fajarina Amelia, Ogi Rizky Setiawan, Aulia Safira, Mutiara Zahra, and Bunga Saskara Sukma. Okay, let's start. This is an illustration of what we will explain about COVID-19 in India. On the bottom right you can see, we will explain the handling of the virus and the COVID-19 vaccine in India. Then above it, there are donations given by other countries to India, either direct way or online platform. There is in handling of tourists on the bottom left. How are tourist regulations during the pandemic and their destination? And finally, at the top there is how businesses and small companies in India are surviving.
Since the start of the year, India has injected more than 925 million doses. But the number of daily cases start to spike again in March. The biggest triggers are believed to the poor case tracking and weak implementation of health protocol. After that, India accelerated the rate of vaccination, like sending vaccine by the drone, and this is considered effective because it only takes 12 minutes. There are two vaccines used by India, namely Covishield and Covaxin. Both of these vaccines are from India. Previously, India's drug regulator and watchdog gave the green light for these two vaccines. The first is the one developed by AstraZeneca with the University of Oxford, namely Covishield, and another vaccine is Covaxin, which is produced by Indian company Bharat Biotech. Although relatively fast in vaccination, many Indians are anti-vaccine, especially among women. They think that the COVID-19 vaccine can kill or make infertility because there are reports of vaccine injection causing disruption to the menstrual cycle, which is a possible short-term side effect. What the government has done in dealing with COVID cases in its country is in the form of quarantine for its citizens who are affected by the virus and foreigners who enter India. In addition, the government also implemented a lockdown for several months. However, when wave 2 of the virus is increased, the government accelerated vaccination for the citizens.
How to survive on pandemic by business perspective in India. The first one is going digital. Indian people are so hesitant to leave their homes and want to do everything online now, and traders had to respond that. Indian traders now spend much on their day speaking with customers on WhatsApp, sharing pictures of his stock and initiating online transactions through Google Pay. In India, the continuous struggle to contain the world's second largest coronavirus outbreak has crushed demand, opened supply chains and transformed consumer habits. To survive the changed landscape and uncertainty brought by virus protocol, many small businesses are innovating or adapting their business model to cope. Almost all the stores around India now allows customers to shop for its product over WhatsApp without leaving home, a totally contact-free buying experience. The company, which usually employs 10 people but is currently down to 4 staff members, also decided to offer free delivery after WhatsApp orders. Radhika Kapoor, an economist at the Indian Council, said that smaller enterprises will have to be more innovative than larger ones and exploit technology to their advantage if they want to survive. The second one is small enterprise case study. Over 3/4 of small enterprises in India have shown an adverse impact on their health during the COVID-19 pandemic, with those in manufacturing sector reporting more troubles according to a survey. The survey conducted by data firm Dun and Bradstreet has shown 82% of small enterprises have experienced a negative impact during the pandemic situation. The survey was conducted among over 250 companies evenly split between the manufacturing and service industry, having a turnover of 100 until 250 rupee crore yearly. Over two-thirds of the surveyed, or 70%, said it will take them nearly a year to recover demand level prior to COVID-19.
Now I will explain about donut during pandemic in India. Since the start of pandemic in May 2020, India has recorded 27.4 million cases of COVID-19 and has caused an estimated 315,000 deaths. India is the country with the second highest number of COVID-19 cases in the world after the United States, US. During the pandemic, India was one of the countries that received a lot of donation. Some donations are made through online platforms such as Give India. Some are given directly, such as Indonesia, which had sent oxygen cylinders to India in the first phase. On 10 May, Indonesia sent 1,400 oxygen cylinders, and so far, 3,400 have been sent to India. For information, in the second stage, 2,000 oxygen cylinders were sent with a capacity of 6 cubic meters, equivalent to 40 liters. Not only from Indonesia, India has also received assistance from UNICEF, some of which are UNICEF has sent essential rescue supplies including oxygen concentrators, diagnostic tests, face shield, triple mask, and emergency kits to help India in its battle with COVID-19. Not only that, UNICEF is also consistently working to combat misinformation and promote COVID-19 appropriate behavior, including wearing masks, maintaining physical distance, and washing hands. Not only did India receive, they also channeled, such as donating millions of vaccine doses to its South Asian neighbors. Using its position as a vaccine manufacturing hub, India announced this week that it is shipping 1 million doses of the vaccine to Nepal, 2 million to Bangladesh, 100,000 to the Maldives, and 150,000 to Bhutan. It also plans to ship 1.5 million doses to Myanmar and 50,000 doses to Seychelles. India has also helped Indonesia a lot in meeting the supply of the AstraZeneca vaccine produced there through the COVAX multilateral facility.
Tourism in India during COVID-19. The Indian government closed the country including the tourism sector since March 2020 to control the coronavirus. But in recent months, several visas for diplomats and foreign business officials have been reactivated. Apart from that, the suspension of visas for tourists lasts for 18 months and reopens 15 October 2021. For their next visit, can only apply for a tourist visa on 15 November 2021. There are some great tourist attractions in India that are offered to tourists, such as the Golden Triangle of Delhi, Agra, and Jaipur. Besides that, the Taj Mahal Monument, temples and forts, Himalayan snowy mountain peaks, and white sandy beaches in the west and south. If you want to travel to India, there are several vaccines that are permitted, such as Covishield, AstraZeneca, Covaxin, and Sputnik, the Moderna and Johnson. In addition, India makes 3 categories of immigrants from abroad. First, traveler coming from or transiting through UK, Brazil, and South Africa. And the second, travelers coming from or transiting through Europe, Bangladesh, Botswana, China, Mauritius, New Zealand, Zimbabwe, or the Middle East. And the last, all other international travelers. Each category must meet the requirements and stage as follows. First, traveler must submit self-declaration from on-air Suvida portal. Second, upload the negative COVID PCR report of test taken no more than 72 hours before start of traveler. And the last, declare past 14-day travel history, but all other international travelers not required to upload this document. Then, when they are arrived in India, they have to pay for the COVID test and submit the result. If it is negative, then the traveler must quarantine for the specified time. And if it's positive, then the traveler will be isolated and do a COVID genetic test.
Okay guys, that's our presentation. If there are mistakes, we apologize. Hopefully it's clear and useful for you guys. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.